Oh, shit.
Here we
I
go.
say a lot of stuff.
All right, pull it up.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, here we go. Kendra, white
yeah.
people don't have culture.
Yep.
OMG, haha. I can't right now. White
yeah.
people literally stole everything from someone of color to adapt to them. Stop, racist, stop.
Yep.
Next tweet.
I still stand by that very
Oh,
strongly.
okay. It's not racist for black women to humiliate white men. God, you people need a brain.
I still stand by that too. Yeah.
You stand by that?
Absolutely. It's called reparations for your ancestors, motherfuckers. That's how I feel. I don't care.
I don't know if I want to make this a conversation about.
I'm
Yeah,
also
we're
not
gonna get
fully
extremely
white, so
political.
I will put that out there. I'm half Mexican.
Can you scoot the mic that way a little bit? Wait, so okay. White people don't have culture?
They've stolen everything from another culture, so yes. Maybe Britain, but America, no. We've stolen it from everybody else.
What about Europe?
I just, okay,
Europe.
I meant Britain, Europe.
White-
Sorry.
No,
Okay.
Europe in
Europeans
general.
are white
Yeah,
people.
I'm gonna say
I'm talking about America.
Well, are Polish people, do you consider Polish people white?
I'm Polish. I'm talking about America. Maybe I should have specified
Well,
in my
no,
tweet.
but you said white.
Maybe I should have specified it in my tweet.
But so white people in America came from various European countries, some of which, for example, some of there were
And who was
Polish
here first,
immigrants.
though? Who was here first?
The Native Americans?
Exactly.
Wait, so what do you, I'm
So
not sure
we
what you're...
stole their land and created our own culture out of it.
Yeah,
Well,
but
they
Like, what are we
we're
talking
getting
that's what
into-
happens everywhere. That's happened
I mean,
everywhere.
that's
Yeah,
just
so
concrete.
And
then
we're so
I'm
mixed
commenting on that.
here.
That's
But we're okay. You said white people don't have culture.
I believe in that still.
Mason,
That's
do you have
my
thoughts on this?
opinion.
Okay, listen.
So are you talking about cultural appropriation? Is that what you're talking about, kind of?
I'm
or-
talking about that. It's also a directed tweet at somebody. Again, it's not something I just fucking
but
thought of.
No, but you say you still stand
Yeah.
by
Yes,
it,
because it
so-
was a person who was sitting there calling me racist, going off on me with a bunch of slander.
racist
All of those
for what? What
because
did you say?
apparently I'm racist.
For what? What did you say?
I don't know. I'd love to know that answer.
Well, probably that statement in and of itself.
That's
The white people don't have culture
That's literally
statement.
for white. That's against white people. If that's racist, then they can get fucked. Like,
Well, it is.
Stop being
It
so
raises
It is
sensitive.
racist. It's racist to white people. Like,
Good.
it
Hope
doesn't-
it is.
You hope that it's
Yes, I don't care.
About
People are so
racism?
goddamn sensitive nowadays. Get over it.
Okay, so would it
Oh,
be
okay,
okay
so I
for
know, all right.
so would it be okay to start talking about like Spanish people or calling Mexicans like certain names or calling black people like
Are you? If you're
just
Spanish
because
and you're doing it,
I
that's
just
your
don't
prerogative.
I don't like the double standard of like
I'm not saying
that
there's a double
you
standard.
could be racist to white people but you can't be racist to black people. I think that that's very like
she's right.
double standard.
She's right.
She's right in your opinion. So to my
I'm,
you
opinion,
can be
I'm
racist
right
to
in,
anybody who's
in
different.
anybody's opinion like
That you
that's
see as a
fine. This
different
is my
person.
opinion. I'm standing by it. Nothing you guys say we're gonna
so
change
you think
it.
white people don't have a right to be respected?
I didn't.
think
Did
what-
I say that?
I
Did I
your
say that? No, no, no. Did I
your
say
Go
that?
in.
comment is
No, no, no.
very
Did I say
racist.
Go
that?
in.
Listen, I'm not white, and I'm like,
And I'm not white either.
I'm super Latina. I mean, you're not Latina.
I'm
I'm
not
sorry.
full white. My last name's Alvarez.
Yeah, but you're not. You don't
You
have
don't know
the
my
culture
dad?
either. It doesn't matter, but you don't walk around with the culture either.
You don't know what I do outside of here, chick.
I
You don't
think-
know me.
I'm
You have
sorry,
no
but
idea
it's
who
just-
I am.
This is the thing, though, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, but
You
I think
are.
your comment
You don't
is
know
very
me.
disrespectful. But there's white people here on this table.
And did I direct
you-
that at any
no,
one of these
but you
people?
want to say,
No.
I stand by it.
Yes.
That's
because that
disrespectful. America has its own culture.
Cool.
We
Good for
have
them.
our own culture.
Good for them.
We're all mixed.
Again, this was not directed to anyone at this table. It was directed to a person who was already attacking me.
No, but you said you stand by the statement on its
Okay, so
own.
we're
White
gonna keep
people
doing
have
this
no
circle
culture.
because I don't have to. I'm gonna keep my answer the same. It's not gonna change. You guys can keep saying what you want. It's not gonna change.
But can you
I
explain
just
why
object
you
as a
think
white
so?
person, as the representative of the white race.
The white delegation.
I object to the assertion that white people don't have culture. In fact, I think white people have created a great many things.
Indeed.
like country music. Like I
But
don't know.
I would
There's
like
just
to
so
know-
many things that are beautiful.
It
about
originated from
Polish.
black people.
The
It originated
polka.
from black people.
I would like to know why I think that.
Nice try.
yeah. Yeah, vodka.
Well, okay.
yeah.
Well, there's a medium here. So because this is gonna be so bad, but one of the reasons why I decided to marry like a white guy, a country man, was
Oh boy.
because of the, I guess, quote unquote, I could see like the no culture thing because my cultures have, and I'm not saying that I'm against my culture at all, but I think that part of the white culture is to be more progressive, more open-minded, more understanding, more open. And I loved that openness so much because in my culture, you see that there's already so many roles being played. And I love my culture. I'm not saying that, but I wouldn't want to marry into it. And that's why I married, a more accepting country, more, with the American beliefs, because my husband does have, this American belief system of the land of the free, whatnot. And that's something that I wanted to go into instead of, my original Mexican culture. So I do agree in a way that no culture could be its own culture of openness, of open-mindedness, and maybe, and this could just be from my own personal beliefs of what I've seen with like white men, that they tend to be so, well, with my experiences, they're like, oh my gosh, like that's amazing that you have parties so often, that you guys have posadas, that you guys have like this tradition. And I love that because within when I was dating my own race, it was like expected. The woman had to do all these things and it's an expectation.
I think that's a great point to make. I think America is such a good place to live because it brings all of those people of tons of different races and says, you have something to contribute to this great experiment. I want to be able to appreciate Asian cultures. I want to be able to appreciate African cultures. I want to be able to appreciate Latin American cultures. And I want to adopt the things I enjoy about all of those, and I can bring it into my own. And then I can express that in my own unique way and show 100%. That I am a unique individual. And I think that's something that has only been promoted in this country.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the many things that makes America the greatest country on earth.
Yeah, because we're so mixed.
I think also,
Sorry, I don't agree with that statement.
I'm from Poland, and I was raised super Catholic. My mom was a helicopter parent, which was not good for me. But I think a lot of this comes from a lot of countries. I know Mexico, for example, Catholic there as well. So I think when you're brought up Catholic, that is also why you kind of want to get out of it, because my mom and my grandparents were so strict. I was beat. Like my mom would beat the living shit out of me because that's part of the culture. So
Butler donated $100. There are studies that show a large number of sex workers have herpes-induced racism.
Large
and
Marge,
over
really?
there needs to sort her out her own problems before throwing
Sweetheart.
stone from her glass house.
Let me address this. First of all, I just lost 40 pounds. Just wait for another 2 months. I'm going to look way better than you think.
What's that?
Secondly, I'm not throwing any type of stones at a glass house.
Wait, what? Let's wait a little bit longer. Oh, we got Grid 1 coming
Grid 1 Motorsports donated $100.
Okay.
How is the skill in Mimi still talking? America's culture saved the world's culture back-to-back World War champions.
Let's go. Back-to-back World War champs.
Today where Tubby can run her moneymaker.
Listen, sweetheart, you will never make the money I have. You're not sitting here on a podcast because you're so fucking great. Sit down, stay behind your keyboard, little warrior. We don't care to hear it.
I don't know, Mozart was pretty dope.
I mean, the whole
pretty dope.
herpes thing's a little like outdated. Again,
wait,
more
a
people
what?
have it. Talking about the fucking herpes
Oh no,
thing.
I'm back on the whole white people not having a culture thing.
I mean, well, and also back
Italy.
to that, that's also why I don't date white people. I don't agree with their culture. I don't agree with their standards.
Wait, what do you mean you don't agree? You don't date white people because you don't agree with their culture? What do you mean?
I don't. I
Disagree with?
Yes, I don't want to be in America. I don't want to be an American. I don't want to be here. I didn't choose to be here.
What do you mean?
I didn't choose to get fucking born. I didn't choose to be born in America by my own
what?
parents.
Well,
What?
I actually want to talk a little bit about this mindset because I think this is not personal, okay? But I think that this type of mindset is also like poison to a lot of younger generations, like Gen Z. I'm seeing a lot of them forget what living in a third world country is like. And again, I didn't realize this until, going back to college, of how much power the United States has just with the military, and how much influence we have. And I'd much rather be here and not have to like walk outside my door and there be like fire bombs or a war zone because, that's what it's like in third world countries.
So I actually lived in a third world country for all of my high school.
Oh wow.
And
Where did you
too.
live? If I'm
I lived in Morocco.
oh.
Wow.
Yeah, so I did my high school with all Moroccan guys, and it's the goal for everybody in the world is to get to America.
Yes. Yeah.
That is the because it is the most opportunity. It will provide them with the best possible life. And I think people in America don't understand how good they have it.
Yeah, and I mean,
So wait, you object to having been born in the U.S.? I'm confused.
There's so
yes,
many.
my family is like my mom's side of the family is all in Scotland, Ireland, beautiful places, beautiful.
I'll let you guys come in a sec.
Okay. No, I have not been to other countries as much as I wish I have. I've been to a few, yes.
But you said you don't date white people because you don't agree with the culture, and then you also referenced. Hold on.
Truth Bomb donated $100. The reparations argument is such trash.
True.
Africans sold other Africans.
I know that.
Especially when the reparations argument comes from the commie non-slave state of CA. America is the best nation on the planet.
Okay.
The one
Amen.
instance, let me just address this. The one instance where I think reparations are acceptable is for people who are left-handed.
Well, let me
That's
say, I was not
left-handed?
Okay.
I'm left-handed.
I was being fucking
suffered.
facetious. God damn.
I suffered
Can't make a fucking
for
joke.
years in the elementary school with the fucking I think I deserve reparations
My husband.
from the state and federal government. I want reparations as a left-handed person. Go ahead.
I was being facetious. I thought it was fucking funny. That was it. I didn't actually mean that goddamn statement. I don't mean that. It's been what, over 100 years since black people have been enslaved.
Wait, what?
There's no fucking reason.
Forget the reparations thing.
Yeah.
Let's stick to the. You said that you don't date white people because you don't agree with white people's culture.
Yes, from the men that I have had pursuing me and their families, their backgrounds, what they believe in, I don't agree with.
The last guy you dated, was he white?
Nope.
But
Nickelodeon donated $100. Every time Abigail looks to her right, she looks like she's watching someone scratch their ass and smell their finger. Abby, good luck. You're adorable. Kendra, are you sure your last name isn't DeVito?
did you have a response to Nickelodeon?
No, that's just stupid. Why would I? No.
I-
I'm not giving it. No, he doesn't deserve my energy.
Wow. Sorry,
Honestly,
Nickelodeon.
Danny DeVito's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I mean that.
Would you smash?
He's my uncle.
I don't know
Would
if
you
I'd
smash?
smash, but I'd respect. You know,
You'd
I don't know if
dap
I'd
him-
smash
you'd
him, but
dap
I'd be
him
like,
up?
hey, you're dope.
What about just like
free hug at least? You know,
BJ?
Hand hug.
no BJ, just a free hug. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't express gratitude like that.
Wait, so okay, before I have you guys come in, I know you guys want to come in. I'm just trying to get a little more understanding, explanation of the whole white people. You don't date white people because you don't agree with the white culture, and that you don't like that you were born here in the U.S. or something.
It's not necessarily I don't like it. It's that I don't want.
Which country would you rather be in?
I don't. Okay,
Out
hold
of
on. Let
curiosity.
me get this clear.
Okay.
Because I
Dark Knight donated $99.
Oh.
I can only imagine how poorly she treated her man. Gnarly Quinn is ugly inside and out. I hope she finds peace one day.
You have awoken their wrath, it seems.
Yeah,
I must have hurt
Stoked the
someone.
flames.
you are making
Who
money
hurt
fall out of the
you?
computer, dude.
Oh, you guys keep talking
hurt
shit.
Okay, go ahead with your point.
What were you asking me?
Okay,
I mean,
well, you said you don't date white people because you don't agree with white culture, and also I don't want to misquote you, but you said you kind of it sounded like you were displeased that you were born in the U.S.
So this is the thing. I have to take my time to talk.
Sure.
These are very old tweets, and by old I mean a few months ago before I was
Okay,
diagnosed.
they're old, but it's you
My
you
point
said you
being-
stand by them though.
Yes.
That's
So hold.
where I think you got
Okay.
the.
Let me know when I can talk.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
You're good. Go ahead.
My point being is right now, I am not happy with the way America is. I'm not happy being here. I don't know what other country I want to go to. I've looked into a few. My point being is I don't like the way the men are being raised here that's come to me and that I go to also. The ones who I've dated, the ones I've pursued, I don't like it. That's my preference. If I could move to Canada or somewhere a little bit safer where I could do my homework and I know I want to go there,
Canada's a failed
absolutely.
society.
And I'm
Yeah.
trying to.
Canada's a failed society.
Canada is wild.
By far worse.
Canada's a big L. But where would I mean, if you don't like it here, you could you could leave, right?
Yeah,
You
that's my
could-
plan.
you
Once
could-
I have all my money saved up and I
You
have
said you
my
make
plan.
6 figures a year without lifting a finger, just from that one
I
source
take
of
care of
revenue.
my family. I have a house. I have a lot of things in my life. I have to make that money to live up to my standards.
Truth Bomb donated $100.
I'll let you guys come in after
Sad
this,
thing
so.
about life today is there are men out there
Yes,
giving
there are.
those 304 money every month.
Facts.
You can lose all the weight you think you need to. You're an awful person on the inside. You should leave US.
You're literally
you
the
have
only
in-
person to ever call me a bad person in my life.
Yeah, she's not a bad person.
In my life, I
gotta
Nobody-
step
sit
in. Like
here-
she's really
No-
not a bad person,
Nobody.
you guys.
Okay.
I'm not going to sit here and say what I do in my free time, but what I do is not what bad fucking people do.
Yeah,
and it
she's
has
not a
nothing to do with charity work and shit like that. So go ahead and fuck yourself.
Wait,
You probably don't do a quarter of what I do.
Charity work? What do you mean?
No, I said I'm not going to talk about charity work and shit like that. Other
Because
things I,
I mean,
do.
Pablo Escobar. I mean, he was very.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God, you can't. Yeah.
But that's
Okay.
why I'm saying it has nothing
He
to do with
kept a lot
that.
of
The things
people
I do.
speed it up.
Let's start with you, and then you go ahead. So go ahead with your.
Well, first of all, I wanted to know more why you think that, because like America is multinationality country, and you mentioned that your relatives from Scotland and Ireland. Do you realize that also that those are white people?
Yes.
Like you can say
Still
like
out of America. Again, I meant when I said that originally, it was America.
okay, but America, it's internationality country. Like I'm from Ukraine, she's from Poland, she's Jewish, my family is Jewish. Like
My
she's
mom's side is
Latina,
Jewish.
she's Latina. I mean,
so
America, it's like mixed. There
Yeah.
are so many French, there are so many German, there are so
Yeah.
many people. You
I know
can
I'm
say-
one of them, and I don't want to date somebody in my bracket.
Yeah, but
Why is-
they're so different. So there's white Italian, there's white
Yes.
Irish, there's white Germans, and they all have their own culture still within the U.S.
Well,
These
especially
Jewish
for
people
us
do
with
too.
Poland, my family immigrated
Yeah.
from Poland, but like our
Yeah.
families are very different, and it's
Yeah.
like they did. I mean,
I
her
think
mom's
everyone
not
has
trying
their
to
own
marry her off to
culture.
Alden, like a weird ass.
Yeah, it's a different culture, religion. But what I want to say is like there is no country in the world, and I've traveled all over Europe. I was born in Poland. I lived in Poland. I lived in Sweden. I've been all over Europe. I've been around the world. There is no country in the world that lets you do what you can do, that you can do here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you move to Sweden, making money the way we're making money, forget it.
And
They will take half of your income, 64%
Wow,
taxes,
that's ridiculous.
straight up.
They do give you universal health care, but they take
But
a
it's shit.
lot, and it's
It's
shit.
shit. My
And
dad
and
died
everyone travels
because
to
of it.
Norway to
Yeah.
go get health care and
And
to
work.
pay for health care in Norway. Yeah, it's like
you know,
not the same.
it's,
Yeah.
it is.
People-
It is. I mean, I understand America is maybe not great. Like there are things happening that are maybe not super great, but you know what? We're a huge country and we're mixed. And I think if we just work together, it can be good. And the bad things that are happening right now, yes, they're maybe not super great, but you know what? I still love it here, and I'm so grateful that I had the chance and that America told me that yes, you can stay here and work here, because the people I have met here are the most amazing people and most amazing friends and family that I could ever wish for. So
Also, I mean,
I'm so sorry. I just got very emotional. So yeah, I'm just grateful to be here.
Where's the Team America World Police
I don't know.
button?
So I
don't
think
know if
the
I
reason why it's so pressing and why a lot of people get so like frustrated, I think us who like to live in America, who love to live in America, is because we're seeing social media pull us apart.
Yeah.
When in reality, we agree on the fact that we've seen, I guess, both sides of the coin of like what the consequences of living in a third world country. And when you come to America, it's like fresh air, a breath of fresh air. We used to joke about this, but I think it makes sense now. Whenever we would cross like from TJ to the United States, you could tell immediately, like just on the roads, like it's all rocky and like bumpy and scary. And then you just like cross the border and it's like,
Grid One Motorsports donated $100. Skeeling Mimi, your wallet is not that big. Keep selling that fat back and you might get there before you run out of people who will buy it. I retired at 45 and paid 6 figures in taxes. You're welcome.
Sweetheart, do I need to fuck your dad and give him a child he actually loves? I will. I'll do it. I will.
I just want to point out, Grid One Motorsports. It's U''RE.
Thank you.
I think, right? Did I get you? Yeah,
You are, yeah.
but
You're-
to finish my point, I think that a lot of us are frustrated, especially myself, who's like, a Gen Zer, and I'm seeing so much poison in these mindsets of like, I want to get out of America. I'm like, have you ever lived in another country that is not America? Can we stop being so privileged and so ungrateful and entitled? So at least for me, because my family comes from like, they sacrificed to just come here and give me the opportunities that I had. I was the first generation. I'm sure that there's multiple of us that we're first generation. So I think that that's why it unravels a lot of like mixed feelings, because those who have lived in impoverished countries maybe see how great it is here.
I think that has to do a lot with growing up privileged. And I think Americans don't understand how privileged they are in comparison to the world. And then they victimize themselves.
What about those who've been homeless and in jails and shit like me?
I mean, listen, I'm not going to talk about my life, but I also didn't really grow up with both my parents.
But you're not the one saying that you don't like America like I am.
Have you ever tried to be homeless in a third world country?
No, because I'm not going there.
So
like I said.
listen, like I wasn't given the best card, like dealt with the best cards in life. And I have a very successful business. I raised my daughter, she's a full-time dancer, and this is not to glorify myself, but I think that the struggles that I've been through in my life is what has brought me to where I am in my life. So I'm sorry, but I had a daughter at 18 years old. Her father lived in Switzerland. My mom is not really big help. She needs help from me, actually. So I cannot feel sorry for somebody. If you are functioning like a perfect functioning adult, you should not be homeless. I'm sorry. I just can't.
Yeah, I wasn't a perfect functioning adult at the time.
And
I was
I'm
not.
sorry, but when you have trauma in your life, which I have had too,
we all have, absolutely, and everyone deals with it differently. And you know what? I would have loved to not.
Together.
Exactly, and I did. I was 19 years old and I was homeless. I am now 32. I have my own house, my own car. I pay all my own bills. So it took me a while, but I got there.
I'm so sorry, but auditioning for hold on. But I'm so sorry, but auditioning for Playboy at the age of 19 was privilege. There's so many people.
I wanted that opportunity.
But
I would have loved
it. It is a privilege. I've been a model since I was 4 years old. So yeah, it is a privilege. I worked very hard to get there.
Yeah.
Since 4 years old, I've been modeling in commercials.
But you're saying,
Here,
sorry.
The
final point, and then I think we'll move on.
The issue is that if you were dealt that garbage hand in pretty much any other country in the world,
I wanted to say that too. Yeah,
you are stuck there for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
I know many families that my family personally knows that they are stuck in their garbage life until they die, 100%. And until their kids die, and their kids die, and their kids die. Until the king of that country is no longer there.
Yeah, in Sweden, when you get a job, when you get that job, that's where you work until they carry you out in a body bag. Yeah. The end.
Well, I guess you don't have a work here.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we kind of are funding the war.
The point is that there's a lot of opportunity in this country. I just have to say there's a lot of opportunity in this country that a lot of people wish they had that we're not taking advantage of. So don't victimize yourself. That's it.
I'm not. Never was. I'm very proud of my accomplishments.
I'm not talking about you. I'm not bashing you. I'm talking about America in general. They don't understand.
It felt directed, so that's why.
Well, you took it that way, but I wasn't talking to you. I was saying,
I should have said
Americans
I'm apologizing. I'm sorry I took it that way. I saw and I felt that way.
Okay, well, I'm sorry you felt like that.
The chick's a MILF.
Sorry. I didn't mean to press that button.
It's the perfect time.
I'm sorry.